All right, welcome to a game between Capoch and Valas here on Atacama Empire Wars in the lead up to Red Bull. We're a couple months out from Red Bull Legacy, probably about a month out from the qualifiers. I don't actually know when those are. And these are two players who don't have invited slots, as far as I know. So these are two players who need to get this practice in and really be ready for Red Bull Legacy. Capoch, dominant performance in the last Red Bull. You remember, I don't know what place he ended up at, but when he got that angry gamer face on, he never lost. When he relaxed, he would lose. This man, just a beast at RTS games. The dominant force in the RTS world for, what, a decade and a half? 2 decades now? Unbelievable length. And what an unfortunate lumber camp. Really, what are you going to get? So Capoch over here on the left-hand side of the map in our western corner, and over on the eastern corner of Valas, playing as the Malay versus Capoch's Magyars. And Magyars, amazing civ for this map. Whereas the Malay, it seems like a random pick to me. So walls coming up in a hurry here for Valas, trying to get the walls up and spearmen out to protect against the scout rush that you know the Magyars are sending your way. And the scouts indeed are coming across. It's going to be spearmen archers for Valas against the scout rush of Capoch. But the walls are up on the right side of, or on the northern side here of Valas' base. And we're just looking at this southern side of Valas' base with the gold mine, and there's spearmen out patrolling their walls being dropped along the wood lines. This is Atacama. You know the map. All the wood basically is in the middle of the map. You've got to get your wood control into the center. Capoch just takes the fight with the spearmen. Oh, and Valas doesn't want anything to do with that. Villager exposed out here. Valas runs him away with the spearmen. Capoch not going to be able to find any damage with the scouts, I don't think. But some idle time caused some awkwardness has gone on here. And Valas looking at being housed, so not sure exactly what's going on. Badly housed, in fact. So it's going to hold up Valas just a bit. The villager numbers about the same, military numbers about the same, but the difference is Capoch's army is fast moving, gets around the map. Ooh, gonna find a villager? Nope, runs away from the spearmen. No villager found, but however, two archers are here to cause some damage, to snipe down the spearmen. They do so, but two more spearmen come in, and the archers of Valas here to push away the army of Capoch. So scout, archer versus archer spear. And what you have is one army has some ability mixed in, the other army counters the spearmen, but the archers counter the spearmen. The archers don't directly counter the scouts, so the scout archer is actually going to take out the scout spearman if the micro is done well. Valas really just playing defense. Capoch able to move out onto this wood line, completely open base layout. That's the advantage of playing into scouts. You get that early pressure on so fast, you don't have to worry about your own base, and then you keep the pressure up by switching into archers to snipe off the spears as you can. And that's how you keep the pressure up, and then the game is just easy for you when the opponent's stuck in their own base, as Capoch is. And I think the score difference here largely comes down to scouting. So if you see the scouting here for Valas, sorry, for Capoch, most of the map for Valas, just this little area. So say that's the difference. And the wall's almost finished now for our green player Valas. But Valas, the scouts are in, pushing the villagers back off the resources. The archers come over, dropping the scouts. But the scouts in to wreak some havoc. I think a few villagers may go down here. This is not what you want to see if you're Valas. And now the archer army might get surrounded here by the scouts on one hand and the archers on the other hand. Really not a nice situation, and an archer here to annoy the villagers, but Valas in the castle age, and Capoch not even thinking about it yet. So really, there's a time window here. That's why this pressure came in so strong on Valas. He knew he just had to hold until the castle age. Crossbow and Bodkin gonna be in and about 15 seconds here, and that's going to make a lot of difference. 5 villager lead now. No, sorry, 7 villager lead for Capoch. But ooh, did he snipe off those farms? Probably. The crossbowman now in for Valas, who's moving across the map, has dropped a town center. That's a great town center. I talked in the previous game about the town center placement. This is wonderful. Protects gold and is on the wood line in the middle of the map. Exactly like the dream town center. Exactly what we'd want. More than you can hope for almost on this map. You don't normally have gold that close to the rainforest in the middle of Atacama. And some people like Atacama. There's no trees in the Atacama Desert. This is kind of odd. All these trees. It's obviously there's an oasis here, kind of a depression where maybe some trees can grow occasionally. Occasionally, you can get into some ponds here after the rain, and then when it's not rainy, just trees that have enough moisture from the occasional uh, moisture that you get, and a good tower here drop, and Valas walking into it. So Capoch gonna have to defend with towers, lots of towers, 1, 2, 3 towers down already for Capoch, and their villagers on stone. No, so he has purchased 2 of these towers. A little bit awkward. Dropping some crossbows is Valis, but you never want to purchase that many towers. That's kind of not a good thing to do. However, the armies are still inside of Valis' base. The Eco KD 6-1. Capoch has killed 6 villagers. And the military advantage, yeah, it's there for Valis. Capoch going into nights, so unable to really do much. And now the army's finally in, able to find a villager kill or two, just one. But still, losing villagers to these scouts that are just relentless. Capoch or Valis moved out to try to find damage, and really was not able to do so. Caused some idle time. That's really about it. But had that idle time going on in his own base the whole time. I think 2 villagers picked off there in total. The tower's a great play for Capoch to keep himself alive. And there go the rest of the archers. And the KD in favor now of Capoch. Capoch in the driver's seat of this game. And GG called. Yeah, Valis is like, I didn't do enough damage. The score looks terrible. The score, it's tricky. That's not a real score. The game is not over. It's 8-3 military, 44-46 villagers. Both of them have a position on the middle. The Malay, not as good of a civ as the Magyars. But no need for the GG to be called there. I think that's a score GG where that scouting really got in his head. He was afraid of all that space out there, that big score difference, because he hadn't scouted. That's all it was. No need to be afraid, Mr. Valis. But with the Malay, what are you going to go into? What do you do? Anyway, let's look at some statistics. Poch looking strong, looking ready for a Red Bull legacy with the better military, the better eco, the better technology, the big thing, better KD, more military at the high point, not at the end of the game, actually. The eco, just a much cleaner economy. The scout rush really paid off, found that hole, got in. Valis with the faster castle time, but unable to find any damage with those crossbows, losing them for almost nothing. Unfortunate. The tower placements and timings just in time and in great spots. And you can see society stats, the villagers essentially the same. Total villagers, Valis actually made more villagers, but never caught up because of the 7 or 8 villagers lost. And you can see both players about the same speed, pretty quick players, 70, 73, but not in that crazy top tier echelon of Viper, Hera, Leary, Winchester. Those guys and Jordan are just so fast. Well, I hope you enjoyed this one. Capoch with the commanding victory over Valis. Hope you enjoyed. Catch you in another video. And I can't wait for Red Bull Wololo Legacy. I don't know if it's Wololo. It probably is. Red Bull Wololo Legacy. It's going to be amazing. See you